In last lecture, we have seen the operation of single phase up control rectifier in discontinuous mode of operation. This is discontinuous mode because the current IA, okay, is zero for some time. It is zero for some time. Okay, this instant is alpha. Okay, when it is triggered, okay, this instant is alpha. Then this is the pi. Then this is the beta, extension angle beta. Then this is pi plus alpha. Okay, then this is 2 like this. If you observe that, okay, for some time the current is zero. Okay, for this period the current is zero, means what? Source is not connected to load. Okay, and so this period is known as zero interval period. Okay, this is known as zero interval period. Okay, if you use single phase fully controlled rectifier. Okay, but here, okay, 1 minute. Sorry, not this period. Sorry, I will show you. When all these switches T1, D1, T2, D2, okay, this source Vs, okay, is connected to load, okay, or armature through this single phase half controlled rectifier. Okay, so whenever Vs is connected to the load, okay, means what? Source, this source is supplying energy to load or armature. Okay, means what? We are getting load waveform, load voltage waveform Va. Okay, same as that of source voltage Vs. Okay, so whenever source is feeding load, that is nothing but what? Duty interval. Okay, if you observe here, okay, for this interval from here to here, okay, this interval, okay, for this interval the voltage waveform Va, okay, is same as that of source voltage Vs. Okay, so this interval is known as what? Duty interval. Okay, and its duration starts from what? Alpha, and it ranges up to pi. Okay, again from pi to beta. Okay, from pi to beta, if you observe, the voltage becomes zero. Okay, for this period the voltage becomes zero. Okay, voltage becomes zero means what? Now the source is not connected to the load. Okay, source is not connected to load. Okay, but in that case also, if you observe here, the current is present. Okay, this is the waveform of current. Okay, this current is present because why? The current is freewheeling. Okay, here you can observe the current is freewheels through the 1 minute. The current is freewheels through these diodes D1 and D2. Okay, so this period, okay, this period from starting from pi to beta, this period is known as what? Freewheeling interval. Okay, why it is known as freewheeling interval? Voltage is zero but current is there and it is freewheels through diodes D1 and D2. Okay, means what? Load is short circuited through diodes D1 and D2. So we can write the voltage equations as, okay, first is the duty interval. For duty interval, source is feeding armature. Okay, therefore armature voltage is equal to input voltage Vs is equal to Vm sine omega t, and For that, duration is from alpha less than equal to omega t less than equal to pi. Okay, this is the duration. Second is the freewheeling interval. Okay, for freewheeling interval, okay, if you observe the, I will draw the circuit diagram for freewheeling interval. Okay, the current is flowing through diodes D1 and D2, D1, D2, and the circuit will be like this. Okay, only this part will be active. Okay, and current freewheels through these diodes. This is direction of current. So from this, okay, when you apply the KVL, okay, this is the armature resistance RA, this is inductance LA, this is back EMF E. Okay, but voltage VA is equal to 0 because load is short circuited through diodes D1 and D2. So here we can write down the equation like VA is equal to IARA plus LA DIA by DT plus E equal to 0. Okay. Current is IA. Voltage drop across resistance is IARA. The EMF induced in inductance is L into DI by DT plus back EMF E, and its addition equal to armature voltage, but it is 0. So this equation becomes equal to 0. Okay, I will give this as equation number 2, and this is the equation number 1. Okay, and this equation or the voltage is 0 for the period from pi to beta. From pi to beta. So using these equations, okay, we can find out the current equation. Okay, same as that of the single phase half controlled rectifier. The current will have 3 components. One is the AC component, second is the DC component, and third is the transient component. Okay, and same as that of in single phase full control, we have calculated the constant K1. Okay, if you follow the same procedure, then you will get the current equation I of omega t as this. I of omega t. I am writing the final equation. Okay, I of omega is equal to Vm by Z. Okay, equal to Vm by Z into sine phi into e raised to omega t minus pi, I think minus omega t minus pi into cot phi minus sine alpha minus pi. Okay, process is same. I am directly taking the equation from the book into e raised to minus omega t minus alpha into cot phi. Okay, in paper you just have to write down the voltage equations. Okay, no need to write down these current equations. Minus E by RA into 1 minus e raised to minus omega t minus alpha into cot phi. Okay, for power omega t greater than pi less than equal to beta. Okay, again there is a third interval also. Okay, one is the duty interval. For duty interval, we have find out the voltage Vs is equal to Va is equal to Vs. For freewheeling interval, we have find out the equation number 2, and depending on that equation, we have find out the current equation I of omega t. Again, there is a third interval, zero current interval. Okay, for what the current is 0. you can observe here. This part, okay, this part, okay, it is a zero current interval, okay. It ranges from beta to pi plus alpha. So third interval is known as what? Zero current interval. Zero current interval, and it ranges from what? Beta to pi plus alpha. Okay, and we can use the initial conditions or the condition at the extinction angle beta. Okay, we know that I of beta is equal to 0. Okay, and if you use these conditions and put these conditions in above equation, in this equation, okay, we can get the value of, or we can get a equation to solve the or to find out the value of beta extinction angle. Okay, so the equation we will get is e raised to beta into cot phi is equal to RAVM by ZE into sin phi into e raised to pi cot phi minus sin alpha minus phi into e raised to alpha cot phi plus e raised to alpha cot phi. Okay, this equation we will find, okay, find out for calculation of beta. Okay, this will we will give equation number 3. Okay, I have given you homework, okay, about calculation of constant K1, to calculate the equation of current, to calculate the equation of extinction angle, and to find out the equation of the voltage, speed, and critical speed. Okay, please solve that assignment so you will get the idea of, about these equations. Okay, so this is the part of the current. Now we will go for the current part. Okay, I will draw the waveform of I will draw the waveform of voltage again. The waveform of voltage is like this. Okay, this is the voltage waveform. This is this point. Okay, this point is alpha when the switch is fired. This is pi. Then I think this is beta. Again, this point is pi plus alpha. This point is 2 pi. Okay, so this is the voltage waveform VA. So we can write down the equation of voltage as this: VA is equal to 1 by pi over the period pi. Okay, but this period pi can be divided into two parts. Okay, one is the from alpha to pi. Okay, voltage equation you can observe. Okay, from alpha to pi. Okay, VA is equal to Vm sin omega t. This part. From pi to beta, it is VA is equal to 0, and from beta to pi plus alpha, okay, VA is equal to E. Okay, from alpha to pi plus alpha means what? The duration is pi. Okay, so I am taking over the duration from alpha to pi plus alpha, but that can be divided into 3 parts, and in which this part can be omitted. Okay, we can ignore this part because here the value of voltage is 0. Okay, so I will take only these 2 parts. from alpha to pi, where the value of V is equal to Vm sin omega t, and the second part where angle value is from beta to pi plus alpha, and where the V is equal to E. So I will write equation like this. For alpha to pi, Va is equal to Vm sin omega t d omega t plus integration from beta to pi plus alpha, where the value of Va is equal to E d omega t. Okay, when you solve this, you will get Va is equal to Vm into 1 plus cos alpha plus pi plus alpha minus beta into E divided by pi. Okay, हे काही इंटिग्रेशन सॉल्व केलेलं आहे. साइन ओमेगा टी इंटिग्रेशन काय असं कॉस ओमेगा टी, त्याचे लिमिट्स तुम्ही टाकले अल्फा आणि पाय, तर तुम्हाला अशा पद्धती भेटेल. व्हीएम जे आहे ते कॉन्स्टंट आहे. व्हीएम इज अ कॉन्स्टंट, ई इज अ कॉन्स्टंट. ओके, इंटिग्रेशन ऑफ वन इज एक्स. ओके, एक्स ठिकाणी एकदा पाय प्लस अल्फा टाका, दुसऱ्यांदा बीटा टाका, म्हणजे हा पार्ट भेटेल तुम्हाला. ओके, दिस इज द इक्वेशन ऑफ voltage under discontinuous mode of conduction. This is for discontinuous mode operation. Okay, so again we can find out the equation of speed. We know that speed is equal to omega m is equal to E by Ke. So E by K. Why E by K? I will show you. E is equal to Ke phi omega m, but for separately excited DC motor, okay, DC motor, phi is constant. Therefore, E is equal to K omega m. Ke phi becomes equal to new constant K. One minute. Okay. Therefore, omega m is equal to E by K, and E is equal to VA minus IRA by K. Okay. Again, T is equal to K into IA. Okay. Similarly, T is equal to K phi IA, but phi is constant, so T becomes equal to K into IA. Therefore, IA is equal to T by K. Therefore, speed omega m is equal to VA by K minus, instead of IA we can write down T by K. So RA by K square into T. So instead of VA, the voltage equation we have find out for discontinuous mode of conduction, when you place that value, okay, then you will get the equation of speed for discontinuous mode of conduction. Therefore, speed in discontinuous mode, omega m is equal to Vm into 1 plus cos alpha divided by K into beta minus alpha minus pi into RA divided by K square into beta minus alpha into T. Okay, this is the equation of speed. Again, using this equation, we can find out this equation of critical speed. Okay, critical speed is nothing but what? Boundary between continuous and discontinuous conduction. Similarly, that of the single phase half control controller, when beta becomes equal to pi plus alpha, then discontinuous conduction becomes continuous conduction. Okay, so beta is equal to pi plus alpha is the boundary between continuous and discontinuous conduction. Okay, so we can find out the equation of critical speed by putting beta equal to pi plus alpha in this equation. Okay, I will show that equation. Okay, in equation number 4, this is the equation of uh, extinction angle beta. Okay, so instead of beta, if when you place beta equal to pi plus alpha, okay, and solve for speed omega, you will find out the equation of critical speed. Okay, so using equation 3, we will get critical speed omega mc equal to RA by K into Vm by Z into sin phi into e raised to minus alpha cot phi minus sin of alpha minus phi into e raised to minus pi cot phi divided by 1 minus e raised to minus pi cot phi. You have to remember this equation in order to identify whether the uh, machine is operating in continuous mode of conduction or discontinuous mode of operation. Okay, so now we will go for continuous mode of operation. Second mode is continuous conduction mode. ओके, 28 तारखेपासून तुमचं काहीतरी मिड टर्म एक्झाम आहे, बीटेकचा 28 तारखेपासून आहे. तर त्याला सिलेबस जो असेल तो आपण सिंगल फेज हाफ कंट्रोल रेक्टिफायर सॉरी सिंगल फेज फुल्ली कंट्रोल रेक्टिफायरचे घेतलं आणि त्याच्यावरचे प्रॉब्लेम्स घेतले हे लास्ट लेक्चर पर्यंत. जिथपर्यंत जे काय झालेलं आहे ते सगळं असणार आहे. ओके, त्या रिलेटेड काय डाउट्स असतील तर विचारा. So we will now draw the waveform for continuous mode conduction. Again, first we have to draw the waveform of input voltage. Okay, this is input voltage Vs. So when, okay, I have to draw the circuit diagram once again. Continuous conduction mode means what? Current never reaches zero value. Okay, means what? The back EMF effect is not dominant. Okay, the load side inductance, okay, armature inductance is enough to maintain the constant current throughout the operation. It means we have to assume the armature inductance is very high. This is T1, T2, D1, sorry, D2, T1, like this. Okay. Uh, During positive half cycle, okay, when firing is given, okay, suppose here the firing pulse is provided, okay, pi, okay, then the current will be start flowing like this from source to thyristor T1, then to the load RA, LA, E, then from D1 back to the source. Okay, so during the operation, the voltage, source voltage is connected to the load. Okay, source is connected to the load. Okay, sorry, this is the angle alpha, from alpha to pi. So when until the next firing angle alpha is provided, okay, firing angle alpha is provided, the current, okay, current through the switches, sorry, current through the load, that is current IA, is maintained there due to the energy stored in back EMF, sorry, energy stored in the armature inductance. Okay, and for that, okay, the current will flow through the diodes T1 and T2. Okay, means what? There is a freewheeling period. Okay, for this voltage is zero. Okay, when current freewheels means what? Load is short circuited through these diodes. Okay, so voltage is zero. Okay, again when the firing is given to next thyristor, that is T2, okay, which is already powered by us, then again we will get the voltage waveform like this. Okay, the current we can draw like this. When source is connected to the load, the current will rise. Okay, when source is disconnected from load, the current will decrease. Again, when source is connected to the load, the current will increase. Okay, like this. This is the current IA. This is voltage VA. Okay, such waveforms will be there. Okay. From alpha to pi, uh, source is connected to the load, so this is the duty interval. And from pi to alpha, sorry, this is the pi plus alpha. Okay, pi plus alpha. From pi to pi plus alpha, the voltage is disconnected from the source and the current is freewheels to the diodes D1, D2. So this is freewheeling interval. Okay, during the duty interval, VA is equal to Vm sin omega t. Okay, and during freewheeling interval, VA is equal to 0. Duty interval ranges from alpha less than equal to omega t less than equal to pi, and freewheeling period ranges from pi to pi plus alpha. Okay, so to find out the voltage equation, okay, over the period pi, we can ignore this part, okay, because during this interval the voltage is 0. So VA can be written as V is equal to 1 by pi integration from alpha to pi Vm sin omega t. Okay, from alpha to pi, V is equal to Vm sin omega t d omega t. When you solve this, you will get this equation Vm by pi into 1 plus cos alpha. 1 plus cos alpha. I think this is the equation number 5. Okay. So again, using equation of speed, okay, Vm omega m is equal to Va by k minus Ra by k square into t, and by putting V's instead of Va, this equation, we will get the speed equal to Vm by pi k into 1 plus cos alpha minus RA by k square into t. This is the equation number 6. So using this equation, okay, you can find out the ideal no load speed. Ideal no load speed, okay, by putting t equal to 0 for ideal no load speed, t equal to 0 and alpha is equal to again 0 degree. Okay, so in this equation, when t equal to 0, this part will be 0. Okay, only this part will present. Again, alpha equal to 0 means cos alpha equal to 1. So we can get omega m 0 is equal to 2 Vm, 1 plus 1, 2 Vm by pi k. Okay, same as that of fully controlled rectifier. This is ideal no load speed. Similarly, maximum no load speed omega m0 is pi by 2 times omega m0. Okay, same theory. So it is equal to Vm by k. Okay, these are the points on the speed torque axis. So we can draw the speed torque axis, speed torque characteristic like this. Suppose this is the point 2 Vm by pi k, and this is Vm by k. This is speed axis, this is torque axis. Okay, so ideally, okay, this is the ideal no load speed. So ideally, for alpha equal to 0 degree, we have to get curve like this, but maximum no load speed is other than the 2 Vm by pi k. So the curve we get is like this. Actually current is, oh sorry, characteristics is like this. Similarly, for other values of alpha, we can get the curves like this. This is for alpha equal to 90 degree. This is for alpha is equal to 120 degree. Okay. Throughout the operation, you have to maintain a particular value of alpha constant. Okay. For example, this case, the alpha is equal to 0 degree throughout the operation. Just you have to increase the load, and you will get the curve like this. Okay. The presentation snapshot कोणी घेता? नगद चांगला मोबाईल आहे, कोण घेणार सांगा? हॅलो सौरभ, सौरभ,
यस सर.
प्रेझेंटेशन स्नॅपशॉट घेतोस काय?
हां घेतो.
आणि मला व्हॉट्सअप कर. एचडी व्हॉट्सअप करा. Okay, so this is the theory of single phase half control rectifier. Okay, again in single phase half control there are two diodes. Two diodes are there means what? It will only operate in first quadrant. Okay, only motoring operation will be supported. Regenerative braking is not supported because the switches are unidirectional.